across a video of a girl, but she basically said we should discuss, the anti-blackness in colored communities. Basically, how anti-black colored people are. Let's check it out.
Nothing upsets me as much as the anti-blackness in the colored community. Let's talk about this. These days, I've been exposed to so much racism, not just only from white South Africans, but so many colored South Africans. And I think this has just given me such a huge perspective of how big of a problem this is. You know, in our communities, you would hear people making a joke, saying, no, you need to Brazilian your hair. No, you need to do this. No, you need to take away all parts of yourself that make you black in order to fit into white people's standards and European standards. Okay, like I grew up with that narrative, being told that my hair is terrible, being told that I need to relax my hair, and these days being told that I need to Brazilian my hair. But I just realized that is such a huge take on how much colored people just hate the blackness within themselves and hate the color within themselves. It's like they want to be white so desperately, or they want to gain white people's approval so desperately. It is sickening how I've encountered and experienced more racism from people within the colored community than I have from actual white people. It's disgusting.
So if you think about like the struggles though, let's also talk about the struggles that they kind of go through, like this girl was highlighting. Like, okay, they've got their own identity now. With this whole obsession of wanting to be white, there's a whole lot of things that people are experiencing. Like, for instance, people like her who you might have the fair skin or whatever, but then your hair is like completely black. Then they'll tease you on that. Oh, they'll say your hair's crus, or things like that. Like we grew up hearing like those terminologies. Like everyone knows that a black girl's hair is crus. Like you've got crus hair, like. So when a colored girl has such hair, then it's always like kind of looked down upon, like, oh, you've got bad hair. They'll go through extremes, like having to like swirl the hair and things like that to try and make it like straight as possible. I can only imagine it was quite a struggle because it's your own community that's kind of making you feel like shit like that.
I don't understand it, man. I don't, honestly. I don't understand it.
But it's like you don't want to be like a black person. You don't want to be like a darkie.
Yeah, it's just that I didn't grow up in Cape Town, so I don't know what it feels like.
It's quite hectic.
To be the lowest class or whatever. I don't know what that feels like. That's why I don't understand. So I don't know.
I always say like you got privileged that you didn't really experience those things. Like being like a black girl or a colored girl or whatever in Cape Town is quite hectic. Like very hectic. These are conversations that are not had outside that province. But like even there, the colors that are embraced are the very fair ones with good hair. Like they're all colored. A lot of colored people with good hair. Okay. Let me say good hair. I'm gonna say good hair. I'm not saying that it's necessarily good hair, but in the context of how we're speaking, there's the fair ones with the silky hair or the good hair or whatever, and then there's ones that might be fair but have really black hair. Or they're not fair at all. They really look black, but they're just colored.
Okay, so
it they've kind of made like a hierarchy. So we kind of also swooped in it because there's this hierarchy that's going on in Cape Town that it's like.
So it's something that was made by white people.
It was kind of. I feel like it's a product of like apartheid, I'd say.
Yes, and
that
like the white people
yes, like it's just
incentivized.
that Cape Townians are not letting go of it.
Yeah, I'm saying like the white people incentivized.
Yes.
The colors that had more of the white qualities.
Yes.
They were deemed more. They got more.
They were like more, preference.
They got more
stuff.
yeah.
You see it even in schools, like of how much are accepted. Like, first of all, schools work like this in Cape Town. The schools literally go in that hierarchy. The worst schools in terms of education and, you know, like infrastructure and all of that and facilities and things like that are black schools. Then literally the colored schools are in the middle. So it's like, and then the white schools are there. I'm talking even a public white school. It's like a private white school. You know what I mean? And then like the colored schools, you know, like you have your really bad ones that could be entry sort of level to the black school standards, but that's how it is. The black schools are really, really bad. And it's almost like the government even like helps in that order. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's like, well, something would have been done about that over the years if really we wanted to let go of this ranking system. But it's like the way things are designed, where black people stay in Cape Town is where they've stayed for years. You know, for a black person to progress in life, you literally progress to a colored level in Cape Town, and then it's like you move into a colored community as well that you're not accepted in, because it's like, well, hell, what? You know, it's crazy in Cape Town. It's really, really crazy. I don't think we put into our mind like what is really going on there, but it's insane.
Yeah, it's, I don't know.
When you come to another problem, or you have experience of another province, you actually understand how toxic it is there. But then when you're there and it's all you know, you just learn to kind of mind your business. Black people have learned to mind their business, mind where they're at, you know. Yeah.
So Cape Town is like, the Western Cape province in general is just like, it's still apartheid.
It's still apartheid.
It's still apartheid. Everything is still segregated.
It's still apartheid.
Everything is still racist.
Yeah, the integration is very superficial and very like, you'll see it a little bit in terms of like, the schools, like when if you are a black kid that goes into,
you have token people,
yes,
that goes into like these white schools,
yes,
make the quota.
Absolutely. I'll be quite honest with you. In my primary school, I went to two different primary schools. One was what we called a white school, and then the second one was a colored school. So the first one, in my grade 1 class, I would swear I was like the only black child. So they literally have like those questions. You can actually see it. I don't know if they did it intentionally, but it was obviously very intentional. But like there would be a black child, and then there'd be maybe 2 colored, then Indian, like, you know, they would never put the black children all in one class, or they'll split them across. Like maybe they'd say we're taking like 4 black kids because there's 4 classes, so just 1 in each class. And then maybe as the years go, they'll put another one, so there's like 2 nyana in a class and things like that. So I don't know how things are now. Maybe there's more integration, or like, but yeah,
I doubt it. Yeah, I completely grew up in a very different environment where we didn't have these problems, so I cannot relate. For me, I just feel
like your school had a lot of like black and Indian people.
Yes.
Like mixture.
Yes. And I went to like a predominantly Afrikaans primary school. It was predominantly Afrikaans.
Afrikaans is in like Boer Afrikaans.
Yes. The school's name is in Afrikaans.
Yes.
Like first language Afrikaans, all that stuff like that.
Yeah.
But there was more black people. There was more black kids in there than actual Afrikaans kids.
Interesting.
So we never had none of these problems. Like, race wasn't a thing. Like we were chilling with the white kids. We were chilling with them easy. I had a good friend. My grade 1, grade 2, he was white.
I mean, we were chilling them too. It's not.
I never felt
among the
I never
kids.
felt
It
racism.
wasn't. Yeah, to be
Like
honest,
growing up, I never felt
kind
it
of
like that.
felt
I never felt with the issues I'm being. It's only like when I got older that okay, I'm becoming more aware of these things. But growing up as a kid, I was nice. I was chilling with the Indians, chilling with the white kids. We were all chilling, even the colors there.
I
we
mean,
were all chill.
you guys would come together as kids and play, but there were moments where you would be made to feel like you.
I never felt that at all. I never felt that at all. We were all chilling. We were all just chilling. Yeah, it's sad, and funny enough, next year is going to be 30 years deep into our democracy.
And this is what we have to show for it. It's kind of disgusting.
And things are still quite bad. Things are still almost as bad as they were in 1994 there.
It just shows you people are cruel, man. It's a cruel.
Yeah, it takes time. They say to undo
and deprogram.
Yeah, undo like decades or decades of oppression and all
indoctrination and all of that.
It's gonna take a while.
Yeah.
It might even take decades as well. But we must see some progress, man. In Cape Town, there's no progress. At least in Joburg.
Cape Town, there's no progress.
In Joburg, you don't have this thing about like you don't feel like everything's about race.
Yeah,
people
like
just
people just come together. Yeah, like this is what I'm saying. Like it was a breath of fresh air to see the colored people in Joburg. Like so different, so different. And I remember there's a girl who tried to say something about like, yo, colored people from Cape Town, you must go see other places in the world, man. You know, maybe you might start thinking differently. And I think they bashed her or something like that, or I don't know.
Yeah, I think they did that.
But that's all I'm gonna say.
It's tragic, but this is where we are. You guys let us know what you think about this whole situation.
Yep.
Don't forget to like, subscribe.
And keep watching. Goodbye.
We'll check you guys in the next one.